Next time I hear that it was the devil that made you lose money, I'm not the devil advocate, but next time I hear you saying that the devil was busy in Zaga Strip trying to do whatever he's trying to do, but he won't succeed. But it's good to get financial knowledge. So let me not hear that you lost money because of the devil. A side hustle doesn't die because of one big mistake. It dies in many small money leaks you ignore. You know what? I was working hard. I was selling my product, but I was not seeing money. It's like the money I was counting every evening when I sit down to compile my records. It was the same money I had before making any sales. What do you think happened after 1 month? I went back to zero. Like it was too much labor for nothing. At times I used to think like maybe I dropped some money on the way because how come I have the same money I started with? Let me not even begin telling you how I had to sleep in the morning and wake up in the morning a span of 4 hours. Are you serious? It was rough. So, as I share my experience all through this episode, I sincerely hope these pointers will save your side hustle from losing money. So finally, you got your idea and you decide to start your side hustle, but you are the man of the moment, you are the woman of the moment, and you decide to buy too much too soon. I'm guilty as charged. Buying too much too soon, thinking that that will give you sales, that will give you money. No. So let me just tell you my story. So after writing my business proposal, in fact, handwriting my business proposal, I didn't even have access to a printer. So just took some paper, compiled what I needed to compile. At least I knew what I would write because of my background, educational background. I'm good. So I got funding from my uncle. Then I knew I would start making good money. But as a beginner, I wanted to present myself as the best. You know, I know everything. I want my business to look as the best. So I went for the best things in town, thinking that that would boost my sales. No, nothing like that. You must be wondering what business I was doing. So let me just introduce it formally so that you can understand what happened to me. And you can use these points to help you. I was baking cakes, queen cakes, muffins, birthday cakes, buns, mini bread. I was also making some snacks like fried peanuts, coated peanuts, hot and sweet, some crisps. You understand? Nice, nice things. It's so easy to just start making them in the kitchen, and I can sell, at least I can make some extra money. I went all out looking for the best packaging. I prayed extremely well to get a logo designer and a stamp made for my products. You know, you need to clearly display the expiry date if you're doing anything food related. I spent money that I shouldn't have spent because my business was too small. I didn't need all the fancy things to start before going in fully into the market. I have not even studied the market. I don't know. I don't have enough customers. I don't have enough orders, but I'm spending so much before I can even see the sales coming in. And that's a no. If you want your side hustle to succeed, don't spend money on things you don't need. Spend money on what's important. Spend money on things that are going to make you get a sale. But other things, other fancy things can come later on. First, you need sales. First, you need people to come and buy. First, you need to see the money coming in before you start spending money, okay? So if you're spending a lot on things like inventory, or branding, fancy packaging, a website, or tools before your side hustle even makes steady sales, you are on slippery ground. Don't spend money on things you can do without as you start your side hustle. So humble yourself and be comfortable to start small. Yes, we all start small. You don't have you don't have to go for the best gear. You don't have to have the best packaging. You don't have to have the best logo. You don't have to have a stunning website. It's okay if you don't have the best. Just start small. If you have the basics, you are good to go and your side hustle will survive. Also, use pre-orders. Getting a pre-order, getting having a wait list, pre-orders will save you a lot of agony. One time I had baked so many cakes because I thought I would sell. The Lulumi. You've prepared too much than you can handle. Huh? So after packaging my cakes, I went out to sell. I walked and I walked and I walked. So sometimes you believe that if you're straining yourself, the stars should just see your sacrifices and give you sales. No, shock on me. I didn't even sell one, zero. And these are perishables. So you know what I did? I ate. Of course, I ate cake. Plenty of cake. You people can't bail out on me and I also leave myself hanging. No, I ate. I ate plenty cake. So when I got home, do you know what I said? And family asked me how my day was. I said the cakes broke and no one would buy because the way I was carrying the cakes, my style was not friendly to my means of transport. So I ate a lot of cake. So the point I'm trying to pass is that use pre-orders, research, ask your customer questions, get feedback fast. Know that I'm doing this and I have a pre-order. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my resources. So it's a good thing you can't eat ebooks. The second mistake you're doing is setting pricing that doesn't cover your costs. You think you're covered, but your poor pricing formula is actually eating you up slowly by slowly, and soon you'll have no business. Don't set a low price to attract customers. We are all guilty. I don't know why. But you forget to count things like delivery, packaging, time, marketing. I think setting a low price to attract customers is one of the things majority of small business owners do. We think like if I set a low price, I will attract more customers and I will sell more. And if I sell more, then I will make more money. No, that's not always the case. You're just working hard but not smart. I don't know about you, but I didn't come to this life to suffer. If it costs you, like, let's say $500 to make something, but you sell it for $450, you are losing money even if you sell a lot because of things that are hidden costs you're not taking care of. Stop working hard instead of working smart. Oh my, I used to sleep past 1 a.m. in the morning, and by 6 a.m., I have to be out selling. Remember, they are perishables. My cakes, my muffins, my buns. So, timing is so important. I used to sleep late because I was the baker, I was the supplier, and everything else in one package. And I guess that's the same thing you're going through while growing your side hustle. No big deal. But was I factoring in my time in the cost of my final product? How much was I getting from the hours I was putting in to build my business? Because that must be included in the cost of the final product so that I'm getting value out of investing my time in building my business. So if you want to avoid what I went through, do this. List every cost, even the small ones. Don't ignore anything, even if it looks small. Huh? Then also add a profit margin of at least 30%. Then use a simple pricing formula. Your price should be equal to your cost plus your time plus your profit. I'll do another episode on pricing. If any of these points resonate with you, remember to like the video and also share any comments you may have. Another problem is not tracking where your money goes. You get paid, your happiness levels rise to 100%, and so you decide to spend what you made, and at the end of the day, you don't know where the money went. It's like pouring water into a bucket with holes. You'll always be thirsty. And that's the problem with not having clear money goals designed to buy you financial freedom in a few years. So make sure you keep your emotions in balance so that you can make good decisions. That will get you to financial freedom. The fact that you see money coming in doesn't mean you have to start spending it anyhow. To fix this, make sure you use free tools like Google Sheets, Monify, or Web Accounting. And by the way, I hope you know the difference between finance and accounting. Getting the basics right will place you 10 steps ahead in managing your finances. So make a point to track daily income and expenses. Check your numbers every Saturday or Sunday evening. Just build the habit of checking what is happening in your business. Huh? I used to check my numbers daily, but what can I say? I made mistakes in the past, but now I know better. In one of my past episodes, I talked about how to manage cash flow in your side hustle. I talked about giving discounts. If you don't have working cash or operating cash, you may soon be closing shop. So, this is the point I want you to understand. You can use discounts in a good way, or discounts can be the end of you. Don't give too many freebies or discounts. Don't discount because they are family members, or you choose to undercharge friends in the name of their supporting your hustle. No, you're just killing your business. Stick to your discount rules. I'll do another episode to also expound on this because it's also wide. You don't just give discounts anyhowly. You are not trying to please people. You're doing a business. You're running a business and you want money to come in, and finally you want to establish yourself and enjoy financial freedom. Repeat after me. Support doesn't pay the bills. Period. I mentioned that I used to walk to shops, the retail shops, to deliver my goodies. So, another problem you have to deal with is delivery and transport costs eating your profits. I used to leave in the morning and come back late in the afternoon, and this was Monday to Friday. Talk about the aches and pains every evening. And don't even forget, I was sleeping late, but I was losing something even greater, my time. I didn't factor my time in costing. That meant I was losing money. I ended up becoming physically fit but financially unfit. So, as you design your business, what is your true delivery cost? Without factoring in all your costs, you may be making sales but losing financially. You have to think about everything as a whole because everything will impact your downline, okay? Include delivery costs in the product price. You can fix this even by charging separately for delivery. You can set up pickup points or partner with the reliable rider. By the way, I opted to get a reliable rider who would come home and pick the products. At least I cut down my food trips, saving me more time and sanity. You can also schedule delivery days to reduce your trips. Avoid mixing personal money with business money. So you have one account where all your money is going in. After all, it's your money. No, don't do this. Trust me, have a separate account for your business. You want your business to grow and make more money for you. So respect the business money and don't mix it with your personal money. If it's a mixed account, you may be in the mood for some ice cream and you decide to spend the business money without knowing. Separate jars, please. Then pay yourself a set amount, weekly or even monthly. Even if it is small, at least just pay yourself something. We'll cover that in another episode. You can enjoy your pay. At least you should feel like you're doing something. Okay? But don't mess with the finances of your business. By the way, I messed my finances big time by using business money. Before I even cover this next problem, let me tell you what I did. I went shopping for some clothes. And it was not an emergency. I would have done without the clothes for some few more months and just keep on paying myself so that I can get the amount I want and go shopping freely. But I used my business money. Don't do that. So the next problem is not reinvesting enough in the business. Your business is a baby. You have to feed it and feed it and feed it till it grows, okay? Don't eat all your profits. Reinvest fast and allow your business to grow. Invest in your business so it can run like a machine printing money for you, even without your presence. You should not be enslaved forever. Learn investing. By the way, I share many videos about investing because most people who have run to start side hustles also need more knowledge on how to invest the money. Otherwise, you'll be stuck always just working, working, working. No, you have to learn how to make money work for you. So reinvest in your business, let it grow, let it give you enough income, enough money, and the money it is giving you, reinvest in the business, and part of that money also invest elsewhere so that that money can work for you. So you're creating a cycle that is generating for you money unendlessly. Do you see how your a changed pattern can just give you financial freedom? You know what? If you don't have a financial goal or plan, you are hustling without a target. And I didn't have a financial goal or plan. If someone asks you about your financial goal and you're totally clueless, believe me, you need to get more knowledge on how to build something solid, a financial goal that can generate for you more income. So make sure you watch the next episode. I'll share more details and all the best.